Football League.
Look there inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, season as the Dolphins quarterback.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
He'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion here is Washington. Tua, give it to Achane. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Brian Branch in on the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Play action, it's Tua. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. On the handoff, this is Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. He's got the hook set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 33 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Austin Jackson, the former first-rounder, guilty there. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Aiden Hutchinson getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll let this go towards the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
As the quarterback takes the field, Mike, it feels like there might be a little bit extra pressure than your standard opening drive. The other team did such a great job taking up the entire first quarter, not only finishing with a touchdown, but letting you know you don't have all day. You might not get a million possessions here to try to score. Every time you have the ball, you better take advantage of it, because every time you give it back to your opponent, it could be a while before you see it again.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Laporta in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Open man. It's Jameson Williams. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Shotgun. It's Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 2nd down, Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. He's going to have a Lions 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. He'll go play action with Goff. That is caught. What a throw. Tim Patrick. Touchdown,
what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Laporta in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. We'll go right back to Laporta. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Goff to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Williams in motion. A run here with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
We'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Montgomery. is into the end zone. Touchdown.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That's caught! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek. 55 yards on the game.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, but there is a flag down in the backfield. That might get him half the distance closer. What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. Hill brought in motion. Well run with Achane. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
Check. Fresno.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Williams in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Talk things over before third down. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.